think mental health is a topic that's misunderstood by a lot of people. And I think it's because it's so different from person to person, it's a difficult thing to understand. But I think more needs to be done about helping people, especially teenagers, because I think a lot of teenagers struggle with their mental health. When I joined secondary school was probably the beginning of most of my mental health problems. I struggled going into school. I refused to go into school sometimes because it just made my heart feel horrible. I felt so anxious all the time. I struggled even going out socialising with friends. It was just such a hard time for me.
Being anxious when he was at school, wasn't it?
Going there.
Getting that phone call
year 9, year 10,
once he was there,
because
and getting that phone call.
I was struggling with school, the pressures of GCSEs were on, and I think life just got very difficult at that point for me. I experienced some suicidal thoughts. I started to become very paranoid.
Find that sad.
I had very intrusive thoughts. At some points I did begin to hear people speaking in my head, which was a very scary thing to experience. I would go through points where I didn't want to be here anymore because I was so fed up with the way I was feeling. But I could share my problems, but it was difficult.
School must have seen that he was struggling with his work and everything.
And it was such a difficult thing for me to experience. And it just made it so much worse that no one was fully understanding the severity of it. It was sort of like a loop, because I would go home and then I'd be missing out on schoolwork, which was another thing that contributed to my
Must have felt very alone.
And my mental health, because obviously I want to do well in school, I want to do well in my life, and I want to go on and do well. So one of the main reasons I wanted to get support was because
I don't think the school helps as well as they should do. No.
It did, and I could see the impact that it was having on my family. It was just exhausting.
Was your school like
really
same?
Pretty much.
Just wanted to get you through.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't, overall it just wasn't a fun time, and I just wanted to improve. Also, in March 2023, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I began medication for ADHD and depression, because I was also diagnosed with depression. And I think that sort of helped putting me in the right mindset of wanting to get more support again, like with the motivation, because when you're feeling so low,
it's good the medication has helped
support,
with that.
Because you don't have the motivation to get
I think
better.
finding something you enjoy has
your
helped.
mind tells you
Because
to stay as you are.
having more purpose.
That's the cruel thing about it. You just feel so horrible about things all the time, and it's just such an uncomfortable feeling. You yourself don't even want support until you have reasons to get support. It also helped me focus my attention on things that needed my attention, like going back to how I was before my mental health struggles.
It just took a long time for him to get the medication, didn't it?
And just being a happier person in general.
I think it's so nice now that he's so open about things.
That medication helped me sort of boost myself up, just helped getting things begin and getting the support like rolling, if that makes sense. Also, one of the things that helped me sort of progress out of my bad mental state was just having hope for the future. I sort of found a hobby, media. I really enjoy watching films, and I sort of wanted to get into that production.
I do think his confidence has really gone on well since he's gone to college.
And that was one of the only projects I did really well on, because I really enjoyed it, and I found sort of something that I enjoyed, because before I didn't really have that sort of hobby that people would have, because I really struggled with sticking to one thing. And
You're saying that as well, going to college, didn't we? It's around the right sort of people now.
And just aspiration, and just sort of a goal to look forward to.
Family support too.
I'm really proud.
Not everyone has that, sadly.
But I just look at old videos of myself, and it's just so, you can't tell that I was struggling or anything. until I really had an outburst or something. Obviously, I
couldn't, could you? To look at, you wouldn't know. Yeah,
but
that's
just
the
having
thing.
that hope and that knowledge that I've done it before and so many other people.
Well, we knew because we saw what happened at home, but at school they didn't necessarily know.
Behind closed doors, wasn't it?
A lot of people struggle with mental health, and I think it's just so difficult because there's a lot of stigma around it, especially being a young man. There's so much stigma to it, and I think there's a huge lack of support. But it varies from person to person, obviously. But I think you just need to be around the right people, and you need to just have that motivation, and you need to just keep pushing, because you will get out of that at some point. I just really want to show people that you can do it, because it's really difficult, and I understand that. But you just have to keep pushing, because there is more hope for the future than you may think.